we're here today to give elected officials the opportunity to see what our men and women go through on a daily basis, just to give them a feel of what it's like to be in a burning building, to cut up cars, to rescue, crawl around the floor a little bit, raise some ladders, just some of the things that our men and women face every day they go to work.
You got a glimpse of what it's like to maybe crawl around and search. You got a glimpse of what it's maybe like to drag a person. Later on today, you're going to get a glimpse of what it feels like to carry ladders and drag charge hubs. Well, now imagine doing that somewhere where it's really hot and you can't see and you can't hear.
I was in a search and rescue, having to crawl around in total darkness to try to find a potential victim who might have been on the floor. I had a lot of fun trying to extricate somebody from a vehicle, the equipment that they use. I mean, over the years, I've tried to help our local firefighters with equipment. Now I realize how important it is to the job that they do.
This is what we call the live fire station. As much as that being said, this is really kind of just like an immersive PowerPoint, all right? It's kind of like going to Disney World when you do some of their experience kind of rides. There is no way whatsoever we can begin to approximate a live fire environment for you folks.
As a former member of law enforcement, you have a newfound respect, to think about the men and women who are running into a building when people are running out. And, this live burn was a really unique experience.
Probably one of the most intense, 3 minutes of my life. You just have a completely whole new appreciation for what these guys go through on a daily basis. It's just really quite amazing. And just how hard it is on you physically to be able to do this job.
In a controlled environment, was one thing, and then to think about what the men and women go through, in an uncontrolled environment, in a dirty environment, it's remarkable to think about, and really glad I had the experience today.
Right before those radio transmissions started, this job was as calm as could be. We had no idea that this was going on up there. And all of a sudden they flipped the switch and what you heard transpired.
Old school firefighting, or what we did a generation ago as firefighters, we had somewhere between 15 and 17 minutes to stretch a hose line into a room and try and make conditions better before we needed to back out or things became unsurvivable. Now, literally with the new understanding of fire dynamics and the new fuels, from the instant we enter a structure, we create what's called a vent point, which entrains fresh air and fresh oxygen into the fire environment. You really have about 2 minutes and 30 seconds before the entire space again reaches what we call flashover temperatures and is non-survivable. When I was a kid growing up, we had one TV in my house. You go into my house now, there's 3 TVs in every room. Every TV it's a gallon of gasoline. It's just solid fuel. It's not smart enough. You light a TV on fire and it's no different than lighting a bucket of gasoline on fire.
We're winding down with our Fire Ops 101 event today. We'd like to thank all our news media and politicians that have taken part in it, as well as our union brothers and sisters who have donated their time to get through this program and basically give our politicians and news media a feeling of what we do every day on a daily basis.